Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. Today I want to talk about, man, this food. Somebody's cooking food. A 7162 Social Security form. They issue those forms in May and they issue those in October. If you did not get your form this year, and then what they call that particular form is 7162 Social Security form. And if you have not gotten one this year, and you have not gotten one by now, you might ought to. I'll have a link on here that you can actually print out the form, print the form out, and send it back to U.S. Now, what you have to do is, what I do is I just send it Postnet. You can send it DHL or FedEx, places like that, but it's entirely up to you. I mean, whatever is convenient for you. I sent mine Postnet back in August. I got mine in June, something like that, and I forgot to send it, and I saw it in the envelope. So you have to send it back to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and there's an address on the form. Just send it Postnet. It costs me, you can do a DHL or whatever, and you can actually track the form. You can see the form, track it, the whole 9 yards. It costs like $30, something like that, to track it. And it's up to you how you want to do it. Some DHL stuff, FedEx will cost like $60, $70, $80 to get the form back. It's a drop dead letter. They send it out to people that's outside the United States of America that is living in other countries and need to get, they want to find out if you're actually still drawing Social Security and you're able to get your Social Security, and they want to make sure you have not passed. Now, many older Americans, I don't know if it's a new system or what, but I have friends that's been getting them for like 15 years, and then I have another gentleman, he's been here like 20 years and never gotten one in his life, and he gets a Social Security check every month. So, I don't know how it works. I just know that I got my letter, and it comes to your mail, and if you don't have, of course you'll have to have an address here. So when you get here, if you don't already have an address with Social Security, you need to contact them. And I can put the link to the SSA website. It's in Manila, and all you do is contact them and give them your updated address. A lot of cases you can send it by email, and they do answer the emails. Sometimes they have been backlogged, or you can actually go there. But all I did was send my email, and they have my address. So. And a lot of times, too, when you're filing the form, it tells you where you're presently living, and you put it in there, and you're presently living here. So once it goes into the system in U.S., it will change itself automatically. So it'll kind of give you an idea. They have an idea where you live, so they'll send it. Now, something you need to also check on, since a lot of places don't really have post people that's doing, that deliver to your house mail, so you need to check with your post office box. What they do is, in town, if they have mail that comes to town, I just have them call me. If something something comes in, I need to see a credit card or whatever, they just call me. A lot of cases they'll hold it for you, or they'll bring it out to the barangay you live. In the barangay, you have to go to the barangay and get it. I just tell them leave it in town, just call me when it comes in. And of course they have my number. It's not like there's hundreds of Americans here. Because most of the time people there is a lot of mail. They do get a lot of mail here. People get a lot of mail, but a lot of times it's someone that is in the family, and they just drop it off at the barangay, and then the people come and pick it up whenever they feel comfortable in picking it up. So it's actually what they call the drop dead letter, 7162 form. It's from Social Security. It's 2 pages. There's 4 questions on it. You guys still have the present address, did something change, and if you answer yes to any of the 4 questions, you have to reply on the back page, and it gives you a questionnaire you have to change. You have to answer those questions. But if you just check no, 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 you sign it, and of course you send it back to US. Now, the reason why you do this particular form, it's very important that you do this form, because it happened to me, is if you don't do this form and get it in by end of December 31st, 1st of January, your Social Security will be stopped in February. Mine was stopped. I'll never forget it. I said, I just filed in my birthday and only received 3 checks. I got 3 or 4 checks, and it's blocked. Well, I was waiting in February, and I said, my check should have been here by now. So I contact Social Security in Manila, and she says, yes, sir, you're on the list of drop dead. You're on the drop dead list, meaning that you're already passed. I said, well, I'm alive, and everything is fine. She goes, give me your full social and your last address. And I told her. She goes, okay. What you need to do is fill out this form and send it back to me today, and I'll get it sent to U.S. on email, and we'll make a call on it. We'll make it happen. So I did that, and it wasn't 2 days later, something like that, maybe 3. I had my money in my account. So shout out to that wonderful lady that works at Social Security. Very nice lady, very accommodating, very helpful, and that's something that you think about. Something like that stops as an eye awakener. Can you afford to lose a couple of checks? Well, you can, but you can't. I mean, everybody's on fixed income. But anyway, I just want to tell you, 7162 form, they mail 2 times. If they don't get the form back by October, that goes out in May, they send you another one in October. And I got all this information from the wonderful lady at Social Security. And then if you don't have that one in by December the 31st, and come January, you get your first check, and come February, you will not get your check until you fill out that form. In some instances, it can take 2 to 3 weeks to process. But I got lucky and it processed. Now, a friend of mine came here, and I told him to fill out the form. He didn't do it. He forgot about it. And guess what? He got stopped last year. And so he emailed me. So I told him, I said, okay, the best thing to do is just go ahead and mail the form in and call this number, Social Security, and talk to this lady. And she was still there. And he called her, and he said he had his check within 5 days, deposited in his account. But I wouldn't test the waters, you know what I'm saying? So if you don't have it, go ahead and send it in. If you want to make sure you have tracking on it so you can track the letter, because that's very important. You want to be able to track it and get some type of thing. You want to keep an eye on it. Did it make it? I might have a problem. And a lot of times, once they receive it, it'll have a signature. Yes, it was received, and received at the front desk with the lady's name on it. And that's what's happened to mine. I forget her name, but anyway, she accepted it, and it showed on the Phil Post. I always send my Phil Post. I've been doing it now for 4 years, 5 years, 4 or 5 years. So it gives you an idea. So I want everybody to understand that you need to get that in. If you hadn't gotten one, get this form. I'm going to put it on here, print it out, fill it out, send it back in, sign it, send it back in, send it immediately to USA. And it needs to go to the or in Pittsburgh, Harrisburg, in Pennsylvania, wherever it's at. Anyway, wherever it's at, you need to get that back to them so they have it. So thank everybody for watching. Please hit like.